My name is Joana. I'm an artist and researcher, and my work is centered on artistic practices for inhabiting damaged ecologies. And I see this in several layers, like on both a micro scale of inhabiting a wounded body to inhabiting all the ecological problems that we're going on, like living through as a society. And I think about it both for humans and non-humans and how we do that together. I'm getting a lot of ideas and thinking a lot about birds and the movement of birds, like their migrations and their relationships to humans, and also their examples of organizing and of shifting leadership in the patterns how they fly. So I'm interested in working on a performance that engages the audience as active participants about birds. So I work around questions of eco and decolonial feminism, not necessarily as like a theme in my work, but as the way of working in itself, and also as a way of not separating the work from the rest of my life, or not separating practice from research, and looking for practices that are very much embodied and not separating the human from the non-human and the organic from the inorganic, and letting there be other beings that are co-creating with me. So there's a lot in how I think about form as well, and for example in not having a division between the actors and the performers and the audience. So I've pretty much never worked with that division in a very classical sense because I'm not interested in the politics of that. So the Room to Bloom program is impacting my thinking about these things by just making space to be with other people who come from a diversity of backgrounds and work with other practices but are working with similar questions. I think when you work when you're thinking about things maybe in a way that's not the dominant form of like how you're taught to think about things, it can be very isolating. So it's really empowering to just be with other people who are also asking questions about the same themes, and also very affirming to be with people from different periods of their lives and of their artwork, to be open to where everyone is at. So about like my personal work, it's just making me feel more spacious in accepting where I'm at and in seeing everything I've done, and acknowledging my own work, and also looking at where I can go and how I can move forward. I take care of myself by drinking lots of herbal tea. I know a lot about medicinal plants and they're my friends. They're part of me practicing magic. By asking for help when I need it. By creating. I feel like all my creative work comes out of like a real need to express things and channel a lot of information that moves through me. I also do therapy. I also am constantly thinking about what care means in a collective way. And I like going on walks and looking at the clouds and the birds.